What has MG done to the Windsor? I can't believe. An extra 1,95,000 rupees for this? Woof. Nowadays, everything has gone pro. From my phone to my earbuds to even my washing machine. Slap that pro badge on it and you have to pay an extra. Following that trend is MG's Windsor EV, which has also now gone pro. For this, you will have to shell out 18,10,000 rupees. Is it worth it? Let's find out. The answer to this is yes and no. Yes, the Windsor Pro comes with a larger battery pack, meaning an additional 117 kilometers of claimed range. But that's about it, because the power output hasn't changed even slightly. Despite the larger battery and more range, MG is giving same specs to the EV Pro as well. So, it does not kick off the line as an EV should, which is not a bad thing because I feel that the Windsor is tuned more towards a comfortable drive and not a sporty drive. Despite the multiple drive modes that I'm going to talk about later, it is very comfortable to be in. The power output, once you get moving, is smooth and steady. To handle the added weight, MG stiffened the springs, reinforced the dampers and recalibrated the suspension. Despite this, the ride feels largely unchanged. For city driving, eco and normal work just fine with regen into normal mode. But I prefer heavy regen because that gives me the ability to enjoy the driving on the single pedal. But if you are on the highway, I would prefer put it on normal with heavy regen and you should cruise nicely to get some juice back into the motor. All that is retained from the non-pro version, but I know what you want to know, if I have range anxiety or not. I started a day at 99% with 423 kilometers. Out of this, I drove about 25% in the city, 70% on the highway, and let's say 5% was drained while the car was left on for the shoot. At the end of the drive, I had drained 55% with 188 kilometers of range left at an efficiency of 6.37 kilometers per kilowatt hour. That translates to a real-world range of about 337 kilometers. Decent, but nowhere near MG's lofty claims. Does that solve your worry? The 60 kilowatt fast charger is new and takes 50 minutes to go from 20 to 80%, slightly longer than the 45 minutes on the smaller battery's 45 kilowatt unit. Then there's vehicle to load, which allows it to supply power from its battery to external devices like power tools, appliances, and even another EV via the vehicle to vehicle charging. The second biggest change on the Windsor EV now is the fact that it gets level 2 ADAS, and my first impressions are quite positive. The sensors, the radars all work quite in sync. It's smoothless, it's intuitive, and they work like a charm. So earlier in the morning, it was raining quite heavily and we've tried ADAS during that time as well and it worked seamlessly. Even right now, once you engage it, adaptive cruise control, your lane keep assist, and even your lane departure warning, everything gets activated and it works quite smoothless, as you can see. Well, I'm not gonna try keeping my hands off on a corner, but I've tried it in a safe environment and it does work. So, for the extra money you pay, that's the addition to the Windsor. Personally, I feel the car looks unconventional, but that's also because of how practical it is in terms of design. For some, it might look like an egg, but it's a comfortable egg. And yet, it managed to impress the jury and secured a tie with the Basalt to win the Best Design Award at the 2025 Totems. Inside, it's gone all beige, so it's very necessary to ensure that you do not spill coffee over this because removing those stains is going to be a nightmare. Talking about nightmares, 15.6-inch touchscreen domination, which controls literally everything. So your life literally depends on this. And for reference, it's as large as this MacBook Pro. So it's good enough for writing, but this is not good enough for driving. Minimalist, sure. User-friendly, not so much. The Windsor is not a bad car. It tries to live up to its ability, but there are better products in the market that are more value for money. The Curve EV, the P6 and even the Creta Electric edge out with more features and higher end options. But it does undercut most rivals on price with its battery as a service model, which makes it even more affordable. So while the Windsor Pro is price competitive, it falls short for buyers looking for more in terms of premium features or performance.